In order to subscribe to my channel, please click here or click here. Please share, comment and like my videos and channel. Hello guys, welcome to SaaS with ServiceNow. This is follow-up session of ServiceNow Developer Training. In this session, we will learn about workflows and how you can do scripting in workflow. This session will majorly focus on scripting in workflow as this is for developer training. We will start with what is a workflow. Workflow is an automated sequence of activities. It can run repetitively. That means if you have some actions or steps which you want to run repetitively, in that case, workflow is supportive in that case, in that scenario. It performs activities as per the activity defined in sequence. So if you need to automate a process, you can do it with the help of workflow. Service catalog items are the best example where you mostly use workflows. So if you have some steps, maybe some kind of automation which you want to run in sequence, maybe update of a field, then creation of some task record, sending an email. In those cases, you can use workflow, which will automatically run each action in sequence. And that's what workflow is. Baseline workflow. ServiceNow has out-of-the-box workflows, which have been created for different functionalities like change, service catalog, or SLA. As you can see on the screen, we have workflows for service catalog item request, which is specifically for service catalog item. Then we have knowledge instance publish, which is for knowledge management. And we have some other workflows which have been created directly from ServiceNow, and these are all out of the box. However, ServiceNow developers and administrators can create custom workflows as per the requirement from their customer and client. Workflow application and editor. ServiceNow has a separate application to create and manage workflows. Here you can see the application called Workflow, which is the application where we have different modules to manage workflows as well. Now the main module of this application is Workflow Editor, which is the module which opens the editor for workflow, where you can see existing workflow and you can also create new workflows, or maybe you can edit existing workflows. Workflow editor components. Workflow editor interface has different components in ServiceNow. The first section we have is Canvas, which is the main part of editor. Then at the top, you have Canvas tabs, where multiple workflow can be opened in tabs. Then there's a title bar, which shows the details about selected workflow. As you can see, it is showing the name of the workflow, and it is also showing whether that particular workflow is published or not. In the right-hand side, we have palette, where you have list of workflows and activities. And at the top, you have palette tabs, where you can see two different tabs. One is workflows, which will show you the existing workflow. And then the second tab basically shows you all the activities available for a workflow while you will create a new workflow or maybe open existing workflow. Workflow activities. In order to process the automation, you add different activities in workflow. For example, if condition, running a script, sending an email, or ask for an approval. Activities are added and removed on workflow canvas for a workflow. You can also define the transition between different activities in the workflow from start till end. So these are the workflow activities. So the first workflow activity we have is approval activities, in which you have approval group, approval user, approval action. And then we have condition activities, where you have if condition, switch condition, wait for condition. That means if there's a condition is being met, till then it will wait. And then we have notifications, in which we have create event activity, and we also have notification, which will send an email. Scripting in workflow. Developers can also perform scripting in workflow. Lot of activities have a script field which gives ability to perform custom scripting and logic as per your business requirement. So these are the activities where you can do scripting, and the activities are approval user, approval group, if, wait for condition activity, notifications activity, create event activity, rest message activity, run a script. These are just example. There are other activities as well where you can do scripting in ServiceNow in workflow. Practical demo. Now in this section, I will create workflow and I will try to add different activities which we talked about in workflow, and that will happen practically in my personal developer instance. So this is my personal developer instance where I will create a workflow and I will add different activities. Now, in order to show you this demo, we will just take the scenario of incident. So what we will do, we will create this workflow for incident table. Now, as you know that we can create workflow in any table, for any table you want, as per your business requirement. So in this case, in this scenario, we are going to create this workflow for incident table. So what I will do, before that, I will just quickly show you the workflow application we have. So if I type workflow over here, so I can see this workflow application, and I have this module workflow editor. If I will click workflow editor, as you know, it will open workflow editor in new tab where I can see the list of workflows we have that are also published and we have checked out as well. And here also we have list of workflows in one tab, and then we have this core tab as well where you can see the activities. Now what I will do, I will create a new workflow. For that, I have to click on this button, new workflow. Now this session is basically related to scripting in workflow. So I'm not going to talk much about workflow because you must have learned about workflows in your administration section or administration learning. But this particular session is specifically for developers because this is part of developer training. So how exactly you can do scripting in workflow, that is what you are going to learn. So in that case, what I will do, I will quickly create a workflow on incident table. So here I will do maybe SAASWITHSERVICENOW YouTube demo. Let's say I'm just giving a random name. Now you can definitely give a logical name. I will select the table, which will be incident. This is selected. I will go a little bit bottom here. It is asking me conditions. For conditions, I can give run the workflow always, and I can click on submit. Once I will click on submit, this will create the workflow. But as of now, workflow is not yet completed because we have to add different activities as per the requirement we have. So what I will do, you can see here we have begin and end. This is something which gets created automatically when you create a new workflow. And it is also showing you the transition. But what I will do, I will just delete this transition because we have to add different activities between begin and end activity. So I will put it right here. And now what I will do, I will start with first activity, that is if activity. So if you will click on core tab, you will see all the available activities which you can add here and just run the workflow. So we will start with if. So here we have in conditions, you can see if. I will click here and I will drag it. If you will drag it on your canvas, it will open up the racket. That means that activity racket, and then you can create it. So in that case, maybe I will do check priority. Now what exactly we are doing here? I'm going to checking the priority of the incident created, and that's how I will run the workflow. So in this case, what I will do, I will maybe, so now I'm going to tell you one thing, that you can achieve or you can do or you can create workflows and you can add activities with the help of drag and drop option as well. So here, for example, you can definitely select the priority field, because as I mentioned, the requirement basically we have for priority. So if the priority is P1, then only it should basically go for the next action, else not. And we will see what actions we are talking about. So I can definitely select that field. But it might happen that you don't have that particular field available. Maybe you can't access, or maybe you have a complex logic. In that case, you cannot use directly this condition section. So in that case, what you can do? You have to write a script. So as of now, I'm not writing a complex script, because in that case, you won't be understand better, because this is just a developer training. So I just want to make sure that you are able to get it, what exactly we are talking about. So as of now, I'm not putting that condition over here. What I will do, I will check this box advanced. So once you will click on this advanced checkbox, this will open this script field, and here you can write the script which you exactly want to consider as a condition, because you have to evaluate whether that particular condition is being met or not. How exactly you can do that? What exactly we need to do? We have to check the priority. If priority is 1, then follow one way. If we have the priority is not 1, it's not critical, then it shouldn't do anything. That's what we want. So in that case, what I will do, I will type here, so answer. Now this is basically here you can see the example, this one. Now this is the syntax of your script. So that's, I think I would say it's a really great feature that ServiceNow is providing. They are giving you the help that what kind of syntax you have to write here so that it can run. So what exactly it is doing, you have to basically push the answer, basically the value, the value of that particular condition, whether it's being met or not. That's something you have to push it in the answer. So what I can do, I can just run this basically function. I can call that function. How will I do that? I will do check priority, semicolon. I will go a little bit bottom here, and now I will create that function. So we have function check priority. We will create this, and now I will do if current dot priority equal to if it's 1. Now the backend value for high, the critical choice is 1, and if that's the case, I will do return. Now that return yes or no will be in the string. So I'm doing return yes, else it will return no, and that is also in a string, and then I'm putting semicolon. What I will do now, so our script is ready. It is saying, okay. So this is the mistake we have done. There should not be semicolon here. So our script is ready now. I will submit it. When you will click on submit, you will see the activity is created. So I can just put it right here. What I can do, I can just basically connect this begin with this one. That means once workflow will be triggered, it will directly go to this step first. That means it will check the priority. Now, once we have added this, if answer is yes or answer is no, then you can drive the whole workflow. What we will do now, we are going to add another activity, and that will be in utilities. We have run a script. So I will add it here. Now what I will do, if priority is critical 1, in that case we will set the value of category field maybe to software. If it is something else, maybe inquiry, we will make it software. Now it is just a demo. I'm just showing you so that you understand scripting. So run script is basically it runs at server side first of all, and it is kind of a free form of scripting. So anything you want to run at server side, you can definitely use this run script. So what I will do, I will put it here, set category, and you can provide the name as well. So I will do set category. Now here I can do current dot category equal to, now this is the choice value, backend value of software category, and I can just current dot category, I can just click on submit. That's it. So I have written that script basically, and it will automatically push that value. Now what exactly we can add now? So let's add another activity, that is approval. So maybe it will set that particular value, but we will also send it for approval. So if you will send it for approval, let's see what exactly happens. So what I will do, I will add this approval user. Now where exactly we want to send this approval? Which user you should approve it, basically this particular record. So what I can do now, you do have fields like caller, or maybe you also have assignment group, you also have assignee. But maybe just an example, you want, if callers, you want to send approval to the users who are from the same department of caller. So whatever caller is being selected, so approval should go to those users who have the same department. Now this is something you cannot select with drag and drop or this manual configuration. This is not possible. You can see that it's not possible because there are multiple records, because I have to pick those records, all those who have department as same as caller field. So in that case, what exactly you can do, I will just mention set the approval as caller department users. Now what I will do, I will check this advanced checkbox, because that's how, if you will click on this advanced checkbox, then you will see the screen where you can write the script, and it says additional approvers script. So I'm not adding anything over here, I am just mentioning the script here. So here you can write the script. It is also showing you the syntax, what syntax you can use. So what I can do, I can quickly do here answer. I think that's the same syntax, so you cannot change it. We will do answer equal to, now you can see that it is basically making an empty array, and you have to push the records into this array, and that's how that particular approval will happen. So what I will do, we will basically glide record, because we have to check the department of the caller we have on this incident record, and then we have to glide record all those users who have same department. So I'm sure we have to do this glide record. So I will do where gr equal to new glide record, and here I can put the table name, that is sys_user semicolon. Here I can do gr.add query, and I can do department. Now department is the field name on user table, because we have to check the department, and I can just do comma, and now here I can put, let's say, current dot caller underscore ID. That's a field we are capturing the user data which is in the caller field. So I got the sys_ID, but now I have to dot walk it, and I have to get the department of the caller ID, and I can just do it with the help of dot walk, that is dot department semicolon, and here I can do gr.query, and I can do like this. Now I can do while, because it has to run the loop, because you might get multiple users with the same department, so you have to run the loop. And then I can do gr.next, and then I can write the script over here. Now here I have to add semicolon. Now what exactly value you have to push? Now we have to basically push it like this, answer dot push, and here you have to push the sys_ID of that user. Now I can definitely get that sys_ID with the help of like this, gr.sys_ID if I will do this, it will definitely return me the SysID of the user which is coming in the loop. But there are multiple users because you might have multiple users in that department. How can we push multiple users so that it goes for approval to all the users? In that case, what you can do, let's create another variable here. I will do var a, maybe just a random variable, and I will make it blank. Now here, what I can do, a equal to, I can do a plus. Now how you have to push this value in the array? That's something we have to do with comma. So I will do this comma and then I will do this plus. We are pushing SysID. I have this answer dot push and now I can do this a. So what exactly this a will capture? I can tell you right away. So I will put it as a comment so that I don't want to run that code. If you will do that, this a equal to will be, I will quickly show you what exactly a will capture. It will be like, for example, you have multiple SysID. Now this is the SysID, one SysID, and then you have another SysID. That's what it will push because it is keep on capturing that gr.sysid. That means the user ID, user SysID, basically for each user you have. So in that case, you will able to capture in the a, and I will just delete it for now. And we will do this answer dot push a, and I am going to submit it. So it is submitted. You can see we have this approval user. And now what exactly this approval for? Why we are doing this approval? So, and I will make this note to end. And we will make this yes to run script so that it can update the category which we just mentioned over here. And then what I will do, and I will also add this transition. So we'll make this transition over here, a little bit down here, and let's say this one here, and like this. So now it will ask for approval to all these users. Now, if I open this approval user quickly, so what we will do as part of the getting the approval, so we will just make it wait for anyone to approve, and we will make it when anyone rejects. So it will reject the approval. That means it won't be approved. So in that case, it will follow these two paths, approved or rejected. Now what exactly action you want to take once these are approved or once these are rejected. So in that case, what I will do, I will maybe add another script here, run script. Let me add that one, because we will write a script here, and what we will do, we will set the description this time. So if set description. So if it is approved, I will do current dot description equal to, now our description will be mem ticket. But that's a P1 ticket. So let's say make it major incident management ticket, mem ticket, and we will add as a prefix with the current description we have. So we will make it current dot description. We will do like this, current dot description mem ticket plus current dot description. That's it. I will click on submit. So you have created this script. Now this is for approval. So I will just add it here. Now what about rejection? So if somebody basically rejects this particular approval, what exactly you want to do? What we want to do, we want to basically change the category. Let's say, so if you have the category, then we can just change the category in that case. So what I will do, but how would you come to know that what was the previous category? So what you can use now here, and that's called I think if you have learned about Scratchpad. So now I'm going to use a Scratchpad here because I want to store the previous value which we had for category, because here we are changing it. So how I will come to know in this step that category should not be changed. It should be changed to the previous value, but I don't know the value right now because that has already been updated. So in that case, now I will remove this one. Here I will write another run script and I will capture that value. So I will make it like capture category. So I will just capture the value of category. How can you do that? Now, when you create the scratchpad for workflow, scratchpad basically it's kind of a placeholder where you can basically store that value. So that value will be stored during this workflow. So what I can do workflow dot, I can write scratch pad dot. Here you put any variable you want. So maybe I can put short D. And now I can, what value I have to store? Current category. So I can do current dot category. So here I have mentioned like this. I will just copy this one because I have to use it in the another activity. Now this particular activity will just store the value and then it will go to the next step. So I will go here. Now if it is rejected, so I will add another run script here. Now I will use that particular value which have been stored in scratchpad. So I will mention here set category. And here I can do current dot category equal to, this is, I think we have used short D. I don't know. I think we have to make it as a category, not short D. Maybe I can just do cat for now. So we have current dot category and this is workflow dot scratchpad dot cat. Now you will say it is not the same name. So I will change it here quickly. And I can make it cat and I can update it. So it is done. Now I will make it rejected here and I will add it to the end. I will connect this to the end. That's it. That means the category will be changed if it is not approved. And if I validate it, it is validated, no warnings, no errors. I am closing this and now I am going to publish this. And this time we will test this workflow. So if I go to incident now, so let me go to incident. Now, what is the condition of triggering that workflow? The condition for triggering that workflow is that priority should be 1. So in that case, I will select any caller. Let's say this one, able tutor, and I will keep this category inquiry as it is. I'm not going to change it, and I will make it high and I will make it like this, and I will do test short description, and I can also do here test description. And if I save this, let's see what happens. It is saving the record. And you can see that it has set the category value to software. But it has definitely sent it for approval as well. So if I go a little bit bottom, so I don't have any approval related list, but if it should have sent that approval for sure. So how can I know that? I can just maybe add a related list, approvers related list, so that I can see it. So I have this approvers. I will click on save. And if I go a little bit bottom, you can see that we have 32 approvers. How it took the approver. So what I will do, I will quickly show you so that you understand how exactly it is picking up the approvers. You can see we have 674 records, but out of 674, it only selected 32 or 34 records. So I will just quickly drag the department. Here is the department. So department for able tutor was product manager, and if I do show matching, so you can see we have 32 records. That means this approval was sent to all these users. Now if I go to that incident again, so I have this test short description over here, and if I, let's say I approve this, if I approve this, so description should be updated. So let's say I'm approving this. I'm an admin right now, so I can definitely approve it directly from this screen. You can see that here it has added mem ticket as a prefix, and then it is showing the description which was earlier. So that's how your workflow works, and you can do scripting. But now we will see the rejection as well. So in that case, I will create another ticket, and here I will do test short description, and I will do test description, and I can just select the same one so that it can select the department accordingly. I will make it critical, and I'm going to save it. If I'm saving it, you will see that category will be changed, and we have short description. And if I go at the bottom, you still have those approvers. This time I'm going to reject it. If I click on reject, you will see difference. You will see that we have back to our same category which we had earlier, inquiry and help. So that's how you can use the power of workflow. Now this is just a demo as part of the example for this developer training, but workflow has really great power so that you can utilize, you can automate a lot of things, a lot of process, a lot of, I would say, even if you want to do some automation work, that's something you can achieve with the help of workflow. Now, before I end this video, I also want to highlight one important part, that ServiceNow has also a great feature. That feature is flow. That comes with a flow designer. So similarly, like you create workflow, you can also create flows as well. But the only difference is you will need less scripting over there. So whatever we created this time over here, you can achieve this with the help of flow as well, and that is also without scripting. I will try to do one thing. I will try to maybe publish another session with the flow without doing any kind of scripting. So I hope you like this session, the whole training we have for developer training. Please provide any feedback. Please post any comment, like, share my videos as well, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you and have a great day.